Okay, folks, in this one it just says factor a squared plus 29a minus 30. Now look, before we get started, just before we get started, you're looking at the back number, Cameron, and it says negative 30, right? What's the middle number, Cameron? Positive 29 or negative 29?
Positive.
Positive. So I know that of the pair, what sign do I want the bigger number to be?
Positive.
Positive, okay? Now, thinking about 30, the number 30 and its factors, and I need to add them together to get 29, what do you think the pair of numbers is going to be? 30 and negative 1, right? I mean, you can do that in your head. We're just talking about it right now. I'm not writing anything on the board. If anyone's watching this, they're getting bored because they're like, what's going on? Why isn't he writing anything? Is something wrong with my computer? Nothing's wrong with the computer. I'm just not writing anything. We're doing this in our head. All right? But let's follow the same pattern. All right? Here's negative 30. Okay? I know negative 1 and 30, 1 negative 30. Cameron's already told me it's this one right here. The difference between them is 29. That tipped us off, right?
Yeah.
And since this is positive, I want the bigger one to be positive. So that's going to be our answer, but let's just look at them. Negative 2, 15, 2, negative 15, negative 3, 10, 3, negative 10, 4, no, 5, negative 5, 6, 5, negative 6. Right? Now we're getting lots of pairs in here. We do when we have a negative because we have to think of them one negative, positive, and then flip them. So we're doubling the things we have to look at. Okay? And then I can stop because I'm already down to 6. So this is going to give me 29. That's the one I want. Ding, 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 ding. This one's going to give me negative 29. They're always pairs. Positive 29, negative 29. This one's going to be 13, negative 13. This is going to be 7, negative 7. This one's going to be 1, negative 1. This is the one that I want. So I'm going to get a minus 1 times a plus 30. Done. Cameron did it in his head. He told us before what it was going to be. Okay? Let me ask you something, Ryan. Just something that we were talking about during homework today. Can I break these down anymore? No. So I'm done, right? It's just like the factor tree. Once I get everything prime, I can't break it down, then I have to stop. There's nothing I can pull out. There are no differences of two squares. There are no perfect squares, no trinomials. I'm done. These things are prime.
Wait, if you could pull something out, Alg I, like let's say it was 2 and 10.
If I had 2a minus 2 times a plus 30, this is just an if, right? This is nothing to do with that. I just changed it a little bit. Do you see that 2 goes into both of these?
Mm-hmm.
I just pull it out front. 2 times a minus 1.
And then you're done.
Now I'm done,
Okay.
right? We don't factor single constants down when we're doing polynomials. I mean, if this were 12, I wouldn't break it down into 2 times 2 times 3. But everything else we did. All right? Ellie.
I'm still confused with just like knowing which one's a positive and negative. So
Oh.
for the
Okay, wait, now tell me, when you say which one, do you see this number back here is negative 30. That's the one that I multiply to get. And when I multiply and get a negative, that means that these things have to be different signs.
Yeah.
If they were the same sign, they'd be positive. So I have to look at the factors, but I have to flip-flop their signs, right? It could be negative 1 and 30 or 1 and negative 30.
Okay.
Now, I'm looking for the pair that gives me positive 29. Okay?
Yeah.
So when I add these together, the one that gives me positive 29 is negative 1 and 30. Okay? That's the one I picked. 1 and negative 30 would make this negative 29 in the middle. When I add 1 to negative 30, I get
yeah.
negative 29, so that would be negative 29, and that's not what I need.
So you're writing a little
I'm writing a little bit up there. All right, let's look at the next example.